What if aging was not an inevitable decline? For centuries, humanity has viewed growing older as a one-way street toward frailty and disease. What if the process of aging is not something we must simply endure, but something we can actively influence, slow down, and perhaps even reverse? It is the central inquiry driving a revolution in modern biology and medicine. Researchers at the world's most prestigious institutions are uncovering the biological mechanisms that dictate how we age. This emerging field of longevity science is offering us an unprecedented opportunity to take control of our health span. Imagine a future where your 90s feel as vibrant and active as your 60s. We can intervene at the source, effectively reprogramming our bodies to maintain their youthful function. We are standing at the dawn of a new era, one where we are empowered to become the architects of our own aging process, transforming it into a continued journey of strength, health, and purpose. Welcome to the Longevity Code. This isn't just another wellness trend, this is your guide to the cutting-edge science of aging, translated into a practical blueprint for a longer, more vibrant life. We bridge the gap between complex science and everyday life, delving into research from leading institutions. This revolution is backed by data, helping you learn the language of your biology. This journey empowers you through understanding. Knowing the science gives you the power to make informed health decisions. The Longevity Code is your trusted resource, providing a clear roadmap based on reliable evidence. Enhance your health span by combining traditional wisdom with modern science. The age of proactive longevity has begun. The traditional conversation around aging has often been centered on endurance. It is not just about adding more years to your life, it is about adding more life to your years. The true promise is a sustained period of vitality, strength, and engagement with the world. Imagine a life where you can continue to enjoy the activities you love, with energy and without pain. This is the essence of a longer health span. Much of the physical decline we associate with aging is the result of accumulated damage at a cellular level. We can maintain muscle mass, keep our bones strong, and ensure our bodies continue to serve us well. A healthy brain requires a healthy body. It is about freeing ourselves from the limiting beliefs we hold, about aging and embracing a new reality where we can live not only longer, but also stronger and healthier. So, how do we begin this journey to reprogram our bodies for a longer, stronger life? The path forward is not a single magic pill or a secret formula, but a comprehensive blueprint. Over the course of this exploration, we will systematically unpack each component of the Longevity Code, providing you with a clear understanding of both the science and the practical application. We will begin by demystifying the very processes that cause us to age. Understanding the why is the critical first step before we can effectively address the how. We will make complex biology simple and accessible for everyone. The time to start writing your own Longevity Code is now. Let's begin. To reprogram our bodies for longevity, we must first understand how we age. Scientists identified 9 interconnected biological processes called the Hallmarks of Aging. These hallmarks give scientists specific targets for research and intervention to slow down or even reverse the aging clock. The 9 hallmarks are genomic instability, telomere attrition, epigenetic alterations, loss of proteostasis, mitochondrial dysfunction, cellular senescence, stem cell exhaustion, deregulated nutrient sensing, and altered intercellular communication. Understanding this blueprint is the first step in taking control of your health span. The first 3 hallmarks of aging relate to the integrity of our genetic information, the blueprint within every cell's nucleus. First is genomic instability, where DNA damage accumulates over time, disrupting cell function and driving age-related diseases. Second is telomere attrition. Telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes, shorten with each cell division. When critically short cells enter arrest or death, impacting tissue regeneration. Third is epigenetic alterations, affecting how our genetic code is read. The epigenome, chemical tags on DNA, tells cells which genes to activate or silence. As we age, this information becomes scrambled, disrupting cell function. Protecting DNA integrity, preserving telomeres, and maintaining a stable epigenome are foundational for longevity. The next layers of aging involve the machinery that runs the cell, bringing us to the 4th and 5th hallmarks. The 4th hallmark is the loss of proteostasis. The 5th hallmark is mitochondrial dysfunction. Proteostasis refers to the cell's ability to maintain a healthy collection of proteins. Mitochondria are the power plants of our cells, responsible for converting food into ATP, the energy that fuels biological processes. As we age, mitochondria become less efficient and produce more harmful byproducts. When your cellular power plants start to fail, the entire system slows down, making it a critical point of intervention for any longevity strategy. Thankfully, both hallmarks are highly responsive to lifestyle interventions like exercise and fasting. As damage accumulates, our bodies have protective mechanisms to prevent compromised cells from causing harm. One mechanism leads to cellular senescence. Damaged cells enter irreversible growth arrest. In youth, these are cleared away. But with age, they accumulate, becoming zombie cells. These secrete inflammatory molecules, damaging healthy cells and accelerating tissue aging. This chronic inflammation contributes to age-related conditions. Stem cell exhaustion is a consequence of this damage. Stem cells repair and regenerate tissues. Accumulated damage depletes stem cell reserves, impairing function. Senescence and stem cell exhaustion are intertwined, creating a feedback loop that accelerates decline. These hallmarks are a major focus of longevity research, with scientists developing senolytics to rejuvenate tissues. The final hallmarks of aging relate to how our cells coordinate their activities, communication and regulation. Deregulated nutrient sensing involves pathways like insulin, IGF-1 and mTOR, which tell our cells when to grow and repair. Dietary interventions like caloric restriction and intermittent fasting inhibit these pathways. Altered intercellular communication, the final hallmark, involves hormones and inflammatory signals. As we age, this system breaks down, leading to chronic inflammation. To age well, we need to ensure our body's internal communication network remains clear. It is crucial to understand that these 9 hallmarks of aging do not operate in isolation. They are not 9 separate problems, but rather a deeply interconnected web of cause and effect. They influence and exacerbate one another in a complex cascade that collectively drives the aging process. The primary hallmarks, genomic instability, telomere attrition, and epigenetic alterations, are the initial triggers. They represent the fundamental damage to our cellular information systems. This initial damage then leads to the antagonistic hallmarks, where the cell's response machinery, its protein quality control and energy production, begins to fail. This is the loss of proteostasis and mitochondrial dysfunction. This progressive failure at the cellular level ultimately gives rise to the integrative hallmarks, which are the functional consequences for our tissues and the body as a whole. The accumulation of damaged, non-dividing zombie cells or cellular senescence, and the depletion of our regenerative reserves or stem cell exhaustion, are direct results of the earlier damage. These, in turn, disrupt the body's entire regulatory system, leading to deregulated nutrient sensing and altered intercellular communication, which manifest as metabolic issues and chronic inflammation. It is a chain reaction where one problem feeds the next, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of decline that we perceive as aging. This interconnectedness is what makes aging such a formidable challenge, but it also reveals a profound opportunity. Because the hallmarks are all linked, an intervention that targets one hallmark can have positive ripple effects across the entire system. For example, a single session of high-intensity interval training, HIIT, can have widespread benefits. It directly combats mitochondrial dysfunction by stimulating the creation of new mitochondria. It also promotes autophagy, helping to restore proteostasis. Furthermore, it can improve nutrient sensing by increasing insulin sensitivity, and has even been shown to help preserve telomere length. One action can positively influence multiple hallmarks simultaneously. This unified theory of aging provides us with a powerful and optimistic roadmap. It tells us that we do not need to find 9 separate magic bullets. Instead, we can focus on foundational lifestyle strategies and targeted interventions that strike at the heart of this interconnected network. By supporting our body's DNA repair mechanisms, boosting our mitochondrial health, clearing out senescent cells, and fine-tuning our nutrient-sensing pathways, we can disrupt the vicious cycle of aging. The 9 hallmarks are not a death sentence, they are a blueprint for intervention. They are the targets we must aim for as we seek to reprogram our bodies to live not just longer but stronger, healthier, and more vital lives. Deep inside almost every cell exist tiny structures known as mitochondria. Often called the powerhouses of the cell, they are the primary sites of cellular respiration. This remarkable process converts the energy stored in food into ATP. This ATP molecule powers everything from muscle contraction to DNA synthesis. Without ATP from mitochondria, life would grind to a halt. The number of mitochondria within a cell gives a clue as to its energy demands. Their health impacts nearly every aspect of cellular function. Mitochondria also contain their own DNA, a relic from their ancient past. This DNA is vulnerable to damage, a fact that becomes important as we age. A key feature of aging is the decline in mitochondrial function, leading to loss of energy, reduced muscle mass, and slower cognitive processing. Efficient mitochondria become less effective and less numerous. This decline is a fundamental cause of aging, weakening the entire cellular system. Energy production decreases, like an old engine burning more fuel for less power. The number of healthy mitochondria declines, and the mitochondrial network is compromised, accelerating cellular aging. ATP production in mitochondria inevitably creates byproducts like free radicals. In healthy mitochondria, these are neutralized. But as mitochondria age, they leak more free radicals, driving cellular aging. These unstable molecules steal electrons, causing oxidative stress. Mitochondrial DNA is vulnerable, accumulating mutations faster than nuclear DNA. This creates a feedback loop. Damaged mtDNA leads to faulty components, increasing free radical production, and further damaging mtDNA. This cycle degrades cellular energy capacity and impacts the entire cellular community, accelerating aging. Breaking this cycle is key to longevity. If there is one intervention that stands out as a powerful antidote to age-related mitochondrial decline, it is exercise. Physical activity is not just about burning calories or building muscle in the conventional sense. It is a potent biological signal that directly communicates with your cells, telling them to upgrade their energy systems. When you engage in exercise, particularly challenging forms like high-intensity interval training and resistance training, you place a high-energy demand on your muscle cells. This metabolic stress sends a powerful message: we need more energy. In response, your cells initiate a remarkable adaptive process to build a bigger and better mitochondrial network to meet this new demand. The key molecular switch that exercise flips is a master regulator of energy metabolism called PGC1-alpha, or peroxisome proliferator activated receptor gamma coactivator 1-alpha. Activating PGC1-alpha is like pressing the on button for mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new, healthy mitochondria. Groundbreaking research by scientists like Richard Scarpola has illuminated how PGC1-alpha orchestrates a complex genetic program that builds all the necessary components for a new power plant from the ground up. This means that every time you push yourself physically, you are triggering a process that replaces old, dysfunctional mitochondria with fresh, efficient ones, directly countering the age-related decline in mitochondrial number and quality. Remarkably, this benefit is not limited to the young. Studies published in leading journals like Gerontology have shown that older adults who engage in regular exercise programs exhibit significant improvements in mitochondrial function, sometimes reaching levels comparable to those of much younger, sedentary individuals. This demonstrates the incredible plasticity of our biology. Even after decades of decline, the systems that build and maintain our mitochondria can be reactivated. Exercise effectively turns back the clock on our cellular power plants, improving their ability to produce ATP while reducing the production of harmful free radicals, thereby breaking the vicious cycle of damage. The benefits of exercise-induced mitochondrial enhancement extend throughout the body. While the most dramatic effects are seen in muscle tissue, improved mitochondrial health contributes to better metabolic function overall, increasing insulin sensitivity and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. It also supports brain health, as the brain is an incredibly energy-intensive organ. By providing more cellular energy, exercise helps protect against cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases. This makes physical activity one of the most powerful and accessible tools we have in our longevity toolkit, a non-negotiable habit for anyone serious about powering their body for a longer, stronger, and healthier life. While exercise is a primary driver of mitochondrial biogenesis, the foods we eat provide the essential building blocks that our power plants need to function optimally. A diet rich in specific nutrients can complement the effects of exercise, creating a comprehensive strategy for mitochondrial wellness. The foundation of a mitochondria-friendly diet is one that is packed with colorful plants. The vibrant pigments in fruits and vegetables, such as the lycopene in tomatoes, the anthocyanins in berries, and the chlorophyll in leafy greens, are powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals. These plant compounds, known as polyphenols, do more than just act as simple antioxidants. Many of them, like resveratrol found in grapes and quercetin found in onions and apples, act as signaling molecules that directly activate longevity pathways. Resveratrol activates PGC1-alpha, the master switch for building new mitochondria, effectively mimicking benefits of physical activity. Beyond antioxidants, certain nutrients are critical cofactors for energy production enzymes. The B vitamins are indispensable for converting food into ATP. Coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10, acts as an electron carrier and doubles as a powerful antioxidant. CoQ10 production declines with age, making dietary sources important, found in fatty fish, organ meats and nuts. Finally, meal timing matters as much as content. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating give mitochondria a break from processing food. During fasting periods, cells shift to maintenance and repair. This triggers autophagy, the cleanup process that removes damaged mitochondria, known as mitophagy. Combining nutrient-dense, plant-rich diet with strategic fasting periods creates a powerful 1-2 punch that ensures robust cellular energy for decades. At the core of your cells lies DNA, the genetic blueprint for your body. This code is under constant assault from damaging forces leading to cellular dysfunction and aging. External threats like UV radiation and environmental toxins and internal factors damage our DNA. Cellular metabolism and DNA replication errors also contribute. Damage can cause malfunctioning proteins, cancer, and aging. Understanding this is key to appreciating our cellular defense systems. Our cells are equipped with DNA repair systems acting like cellular paramedics, constantly patrolling our genome for errors. This repair crew uses tools to fix DNA damage like base excision repair, BER, for single-base errors. For double-strand breaks, non-homologous end joining, NHEJ, is a quick fix, while homologous recombination, HR, is more precise. The efficiency of these systems declines with age, leading to accumulated damage. A key longevity strategy is to support our body's cellular paramedics. How can we boost our body's DNA repair capabilities? Managing when and how much we eat is a powerful method. Caloric restriction and intermittent fasting are profound biological signals that shift our cells into a state of survival and maintenance. When cells sense a scarcity of nutrients, they activate ancient conservation programs. A central part of this program is to ramp up cellular repair, including the repair of damaged DNA, managed by sirtuins. Sirtuins play a critical role in regulating cellular health, metabolism, and longevity. They are activated during times of metabolic stress, such as fasting or intense exercise, orchestrating a wide range of protective functions. The connection between fasting, sirtuins, and DNA repair is direct. By abstaining from food, you increase the activity of these master longevity regulators, enhancing the cell's ability to repair its DNA. Fasting tells your body to pause its growth agenda and invest its energy into deep cleaning and repair. Caloric restriction and fasting can extend lifespan and health span. By incorporating practices like time-restricted eating, you can regularly engage this innate repair system. If sirtuins are the foreman of the DNA repair crew, then NAD+ is the essential fuel that allows them to do their job. NAD+ is one of the most abundant and critical molecules in the body. It is central to energy metabolism and cellular maintenance. It is the non-negotiable substrate required by sirtuins to function. The problem is that our natural levels of NAD+ decline significantly as we age, a major reason why our DNA repair systems become less effective. Restoring NAD+ levels is therefore one of the most exciting and promising strategies in modern longevity science. Two of the most studied precursors are nicotinamide riboside, or NR, and nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NMN. Studies have shown that supplementing with these precursors can effectively raise NAD+ levels, leading to remarkable benefits like enhanced DNA repair. Supporting our NAD+ levels is a powerful strategy for maintaining our cellular repair systems and promoting a longer, healthier life. While scientists decode aging's secrets in labs, other researchers explore real-world answers. This led to the discovery of blue zones, regions where people live exceptionally long, healthy lives. Author Dan Buettner with National Geographic identified these areas where people reach 100 at rates 10 times greater than in the United States. These pockets of extraordinary health span aren't about advanced technology, but vibrant old age as the norm. Blue zone inhabitants don't consciously pursue longevity with supplements or gyms. Their health is a byproduct of environment and lifestyle. Studying blue zones offers a powerful health blueprint, shifting focus to time-tested principles. Our environment, diet, activity, connections, and purpose may be the most powerful longevity factors. Blue zones encourage constant, low-intensity movement throughout the day. They move naturally, walking to the store or tending gardens. Their routines nudge them into moving every 20 minutes, integrating physical activity into their lives. Consistent, gentle activity may be more beneficial for longevity than intense exercise followed by inactivity. Daily activities like gardening and walking maintain functional strength and mobility. Their world is engineered for movement. Re-engineer our environments to make moving naturally the easy choice. Take the stairs, walk for errands, and find enjoyable activities that keep us moving. Weave more gentle, consistent physical activity into our daily lives. People in blue zones don't count calories or follow diet fads. Instead, their eating habits are guided by tradition and moderation. In Okinawa, they say hara hachi bu before meals, reminding them to stop eating when 80% full. The blue zone diet is overwhelmingly plant-based: vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and legumes. About 90 to 95% of their food intake is from plant sources. Meat is consumed sparingly, about 5 times per month in small portions. Another key is eating whole, unprocessed, locally grown foods, avoiding processed foods and sugary drinks. Beyond diet and exercise, the blue zones reveal secrets to a long life. A powerful shared trait is a strong sense of purpose. The Okinawans call it ikigai, and the Nicoyans call it plan de vida, or why I wake up in the morning. Family and social connections are at the very center of life. Aging parents are revered and participate actively in family life. Okinawans create moais, small groups of friends who commit to supporting each other for life. The Blue Zone lifestyle incorporates natural ways to shed stress. Icarians take a daily nap, Adventists observe a Sabbath, and Sardinians enjoy a daily happy hour. The lessons from Blue Zones offer evidence-based principles that we can translate into our modern lives. Adopting even a few of these habits can significantly improve health and longevity. Consciously engineer your own personal Blue Zone by making deliberate choices about your environment, routines, and relationships. Focus on small, sustainable changes. Cultivate social connections and your sense of purpose. Create rituals that build strong bonds. Curate your life for health and happiness. A long, healthy life is the result of 1,000 small, wise choices woven into the fabric of every day. Beyond the lessons from traditional lifestyles, modern science is uncovering specific biological mechanisms that we can activate to promote longevity. One of the most powerful of these is a process called autophagy, which literally translates from Greek as self-eating. This might sound alarming, but it is a vital and beneficial housekeeping process that occurs within our cells. Think of it as the ultimate cellular recycling and quality control program. When autophagy is switched on, cells begin to hunt down and break down old, damaged, or dysfunctional components, such as misfolded proteins, worn-out mitochondria, and other cellular debris. This process is absolutely essential for maintaining cellular health and preventing the buildup of toxic junk that accelerates aging. So, how do we flip the switch to turn on this incredible cleanup crew? The most potent natural signal to activate autophagy is fasting. When we are constantly eating, our cells are in a fed state focused on processing nutrients, growing, and storing energy. The nutrient-sensing pathways we discussed earlier, like mTOR, are highly active, and they keep autophagy suppressed. However, when we abstain from food for a period of time, our cells sense the shift in nutrient availability. The mTOR pathway quiets down, and this gives the green light for autophagy to begin its work. It is during these periods of fasting that our body gets the crucial downtime it needs to focus on deep cleaning, repair, and rejuvenation. The benefits of activating autophagy are immense and touch upon multiple hallmarks of aging. By clearing out aggregated proteins, autophagy directly counters the loss of proteostasis, a key factor in neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. A specific form of autophagy, known as mitophagy, selectively targets and removes damaged mitochondria. This is critical for breaking the vicious cycle of mitochondrial dysfunction and oxidative stress. By clearing out these dysfunctional power plants, mitophagy makes way for the creation of new, healthy ones, boosting cellular energy and reducing inflammation. Fasting is therefore a direct intervention to improve the quality of our cellular machinery. Scientific research has powerfully validated this connection. A landmark 2014 study in the journal Cell Metabolism demonstrated how interventions like alternate-day fasting could trigger robust autophagy in the brain, leading to improved neuronal function and reversing age-related cognitive decline in animal models. This highlights that the benefits are not just theoretical, they are tangible and measurable. By strategically incorporating fasting protocols, such as time-restricted eating, like a 16-hour daily fast, or occasional 24-hour fasts, we can regularly engage this powerful innate system of renewal, helping our cells stay cleaner, more efficient, and biologically younger for longer. NAD+ is vital for cellular repair and longevity, but its levels drop sharply as we age, limiting our body's ability to maintain itself. Scientists are now focused on restoring NAD+ using precursors like NR and NMN, forms of vitamin B3 that help refill our cellular fuel tank. Animal studies show that boosting NAD+ can rejuvenate cells, improve mitochondrial function, and combat multiple hallmarks of aging. Early human trials are promising. Refueling our cells with NAD+ precursors could shift aging from something we passively accept to something we can actively influence for better health and vitality. Caloric restriction is known to extend lifespan, but few can sustain it, so scientists sought molecules that mimic its effects. Resveratrol, found in red grapes and peanuts, activates SIRT1, a key longevity enzyme, triggering cellular repair and resilience similar to fasting. While a glass of red wine contains only a small amount, supplementation is needed for significant benefits seen in studies. Resveratrol shows how natural compounds can tap into our body's ancient survival circuits to promote health and longevity. Metformin, a common diabetes drug, was found to help users live longer, even compared to non-diabetics. It activates AMPK and inhibits mTOR, shifting cells from growth to repair, and promotes autophagy and mitochondrial renewal. Metformin's broad effects on nutrient sensing, inflammation and cellular stress have made it the focus of the TAME trial, which aims to test its anti-aging potential in healthy adults. This drug's journey from diabetes treatment to possible longevity enhancer highlights our growing ability to target aging itself. Spermidine, a natural compound found in foods like aged cheese and whole grains, declines with age but is crucial for cellular cleanup via autophagy. By boosting autophagy, spermidine helps cells clear out damaged components, supporting mitochondrial health and reducing age-related stress. Studies link higher dietary spermidine to lower mortality and longer lifespan, with benefits seen in both humans and animals. Sometimes the most effective longevity tools are simple dietary choices that help our cells stay clean and resilient. Sleep is as essential as diet and exercise for health and longevity, yet it's often neglected. During sleep, the body repairs tissues, strengthens immunity, and balances hormones, processes critical for aging well. Deep and REM sleep stages are vital for physical repair and cognitive function. Missing them increases inflammation and accelerates aging. Prioritizing 7-9 hours of quality sleep is a powerful intervention for resilience and long-term health. In the longevity code, sleep isn't a luxury. It's a non-negotiable strategy for a longer, healthier life. The glymphatic system, most active during deep sleep, acts as the brain's waste disposal, clearing out toxins like beta amyloid. Without enough deep sleep, toxic proteins accumulate, raising the risk of neurodegeneration and cognitive decline. This nightly deep clean is essential for memory, clarity, and long-term brain health. Prioritizing restorative sleep is a direct investment in keeping your brain sharp and resilient as you age. While we have already discussed exercise as a powerful mitochondrial booster, its benefits for longevity are so vast that they deserve further emphasis. Physical activity is arguably the single most effective anti-aging prescription we have. A polypill that simultaneously targets multiple hallmarks of aging with virtually no negative side effects. Its power lies in its ability to preserve two of the most critical tissues for maintaining youthful function as we age: our muscles and our bones. The age-related loss of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, and bone density, called osteoporosis, is a primary driver of frailty, loss of independence, and increased risk of falls and fractures in older adults. Resistance training, which involves working your muscles against a force such as weights or your own body weight, is the most effective way to combat sarcopenia. When you challenge your muscles, you create microscopic tears in the muscle fibers. The body's response is to not just repair these fibers, but to rebuild them stronger and larger to handle future stress. This process helps maintain and even increase muscle mass at any age. Strong muscles are not just for show, they are metabolically active tissues that help regulate blood sugar, support our joints, and act as a reservoir of amino acids that the body can draw upon during times of illness or stress. Similarly, weight-bearing and resistance exercises are essential for maintaining bone density. Our bones are living tissues that constantly remodel themselves in response to the forces placed upon them. When you engage in activities like walking, jogging, or lifting weights, you put mechanical stress on your skeleton. This stress signals the bone-building cells, called osteoblasts, to get to work laying down new bone tissue, making your bones stronger and more resilient. This process is critical for preventing the slow thinning of bones that can lead to osteoporosis, a condition that makes bones brittle and dangerously susceptible to fractures from even minor falls. Beyond muscle and bone, regular exercise is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. While intense exercise causes a temporary acute inflammatory response that signals repair, a consistent exercise routine significantly lowers levels of chronic systemic inflammation. This inflammaging is a key driver of almost every major age-related disease, from heart disease to cancer. By reducing this chronic inflammation, exercise helps protect our organs and blood vessels from damage, keeping our entire system functioning more youthfully. It is a comprehensive strategy for building a robust, resilient, and functionally strong body that can withstand the tests of time. In the modern world, chronic stress has become an epidemic, and its impact on our health and longevity is profound. When we perceive a threat, our bodies release a cascade of hormones, with cortisol being the primary long-term stress hormone. In short bursts, cortisol is incredibly useful, providing a surge of energy and focus to deal with an immediate challenge. However, our bodies are not designed to be in a constant state of high alert. When stress becomes chronic, due to work pressures, financial worries, or relationship issues, our cortisol levels can remain persistently elevated, and this has a direct and damaging effect on our bodies, particularly our brains. One of the brain regions most vulnerable to the effects of chronic high cortisol is the hippocampus. This seahorse-shaped structure is a critical hub for learning, memory formation, and emotional regulation. It is also packed with cortisol receptors, making it highly sensitive to stress signals. Groundbreaking research, including studies published in the prestigious journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, has shown a direct link between prolonged elevated cortisol levels and the physical shrinking of the hippocampus. This structural damage impairs its function, leading to difficulties in forming new memories, emotional instability, and an increased risk for depression and dementia. This process creates a dangerous feedback loop. As the hippocampus shrinks and becomes less effective, its ability to regulate the stress response is also diminished. A healthy hippocampus normally helps to put the brakes on cortisol production once a threat has passed. A damaged hippocampus is less able to perform this function, which can lead to even higher and more prolonged cortisol levels, causing further damage to the hippocampus and other brain regions. In this way, chronic stress becomes a self-perpetuating cycle of cognitive and emotional decline, literally aging your brain from the inside out and accelerating a key aspect of age-related memory loss. The good news is that this damage is not necessarily permanent, and we have powerful tools to counteract it. Practices like meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, and spending time in nature have all been scientifically shown to lower cortisol levels and reduce the physiological stress response. Cultivating strong social connections and engaging in purposeful activities as seen in the blue zones also provides a powerful buffer against stress. By actively managing our stress levels, we can protect our hippocampus, preserve our cognitive function, and break the vicious cycle of cortisol-driven brain aging, ensuring our minds remain as healthy and resilient as our bodies. We've explored the science of aging. Now let's translate that knowledge into action with your longevity blueprint. Build a solid foundation based on the pillars of health. First, movement. Emulate blue zone activity with consistent low-intensity movement, plus structured exercise. Next, nutrition, a plant-forward diet, like the Mediterranean or Mind diet. Finally, prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Mastering movement, nutrition, and sleep slows aging at its core. Once you have established a consistent routine with the foundational habits, you can begin to layer in more targeted strategies that directly address the hallmarks of aging. These interventions can amplify the benefits of your core lifestyle, providing an extra edge in your quest for a longer health span. The first and most accessible of these is time-restricted eating, or TRE. This practice involves confining all of your daily caloric intake to a specific window, typically between 6 to 10 hours, and fasting for the remaining 14 to 18 hours. A common starting point is a 16-8 schedule, where you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. This simple change in meal timing can have profound effects. Fasting is actually the most potent natural activator of autophagy, which is the cellular cleanup process that removes damaged proteins and old mitochondria. By regularly engaging this system, you are helping your cells stay clean and efficient. directly countering the loss of proteostasis and mitochondrial dysfunction. Time-restricted eating also improves insulin sensitivity and gives your digestive system a much-needed rest. It's a powerful tool for metabolic health that requires no change in what you eat, only when you eat it. Integrating a daily fasting window is a practical way to harness the ancient benefits of fasting in a modern context. Next, you can consider incorporating specific longevity molecules that have strong scientific backing. As we have learned, NAD+ is a critical coenzyme for DNA repair and sirtuin activity, but its levels decline sharply with age. Supplementing with NAD+ precursors like nicotinamide riboside or NR or nicotinamide mononucleotide or NMN can help restore this vital molecule to more youthful levels, refueling your cellular repair systems. Another powerful compound is spermidine, which is a potent activator of autophagy. You can increase your intake through spermidine-rich foods like aged cheese, mushrooms, and whole grains, or consider supplementation to ensure you are getting a therapeutic dose to support your cellular housekeeping. These advanced strategies should be seen as complements to, not replacements for, a healthy lifestyle. No supplement can outperform a poor diet or a sedentary life. However, when added to a solid foundation, they can provide targeted support for the specific biological pathways that degrade with age. Before starting any new supplement regimen, it is always wise to consult with a healthcare professional to ensure it is appropriate for your individual health needs. By thoughtfully combining a healthy lifestyle with these evidence-based molecules and practices, you can create a comprehensive and multi-layered defense against the aging process. The longevity blueprint includes the health of your mind and the strength of your spirit. Psychological and social well-being are linked to physical health. Cultivate a mindset and social environment that fosters resilience and joy. Manage your stress with daily rituals like meditation or walks in nature. Proactively cultivate social bonds with supportive friends and family. Nurture relationships and invest time in your community. Find and nurture your ikigai, your reason for getting up in the morning. Purpose gives you a reason to stay healthy and engaged, providing psychological resilience. Combine the science of the body with the wisdom of the heart, creating a meaningful life. We stand at a remarkable moment. The science of longevity is rapidly moving from science fiction into actionable reality. The power to influence our health span is more within our control than we ever imagined. The future of how you age is not predetermined. It is a choice you can start making today. The secret to a longer, stronger life lies in a holistic and integrated approach. It is about strengthening our mitochondrial power plants through movement, protecting our DNA blueprint through mindful nutrition and fasting. You do not need to wait to begin your longevity journey. The tools are already available to you. They are powerful signals that you send to your genes and cells. Every day presents a new opportunity to make choices that will compound into a longer and healthier life. The power to write your own longevity code is in your hands. The longevity code is a flexible blueprint that you can adapt to your own life. The goal is consistent, incremental progress. Start small, choosing strategies that resonate with you. Incorporate them into your daily routine, building momentum gradually. Remember, longevity is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient and kind to yourself. Setbacks are okay. Resilience, both cellular and mental, is key. Celebrate your progress and the renewed energy from investing in your well-being. Stay curious and engaged with the rapidly advancing science of longevity. You are the pilot, empowered to make informed decisions. The science of a longer life is within your grasp. Subscribe to the Life Lens for more. Your journey starts now.